Stories of Sugar Hill. Sugar Hill, nestled in Los Angeles' West Adams district, has long stood as a cornerstone of Black culture and civil rights. Taking its name from a similar neighborhood in Harlem, LA's Sugar Hill was once known as Black Hollywood and was a haven for artists, activists, and changemakers. People like Hattie McDaniel, Ray Charles, and Thurgood Marshall.
Hello, my name is Anita DeShiel Sparks, and I am the Associate Dean of Community and Culture. Sugar Hill was a thriving community of Black artists, Black activists, in a way that a lot of people really don't know about it, didn't know it existed at all.
But Sugar Hill was more than a cultural hub. It was a legal battleground. In the 1940s, homeowners faced racially restrictive covenants that barred Black residents from owning property in many parts of Los Angeles. Civil rights attorney Lauren Miller, alongside future Supreme Court Justice Thurgood Marshall, helped challenge these covenants right here in Sugar Hill.
So there were all of these racial covenants that were put in place by law to actually exclude and keep African Americans out of that community. And it was people such as Hattie McDaniels and Louise Beavers and Norman O. Houston that really gathered together and won lawsuits against these types of racialized discriminatory practices at the time.
But progress came at a cost. The construction of the I-10 freeway in 1964 cut through the heart of Sugar Hill, displacing families and forever bisecting and altering its landscape.
It actually displaced and caused so many businesses, Black-owned businesses, to have to shut down and close their doors. It was a pretty profound shift that really shook that neighborhood and forever changed the course of it. I mean, it's gated. Gates were up in ways that never existed in and among these extraordinary grand residences that actually were designed and built by some pretty notable architects.
Today, Sugar Hill remains predominantly Black and Latino, but gentrification and displacement pose new challenges. That's why, in 2023, the nonprofit Architecture Plus Advocacy launched Stories of Sugar Hill, a grassroots preservation project. Together with local residents, USC students, and groups like the West Adams Heritage Association and Amazing Grace Conservatory, they recorded oral histories, mapped cultural landmarks, and redefined what preservation could mean.
We wanted to excavate these extraordinary people and community and stories that were just so beautifully present, and to make them active and alive and visible for the current generation and generations to come.
The project culminated in a walking tour of 16 significant sites, from homes of iconic artists to historic gathering spaces. It wasn't just about preserving places, it celebrated lived experiences, challenging the notions of what makes something historic in the landmarking process. An online digital guide and interactive map tells Sugar Hill's story far beyond its physical borders.
We created surveys to get information and their input. We also, grassroots, knocked on doors. We held workshops, community workshops, and conversations and advocacy sessions as well.
Many community spaces and cultural hubs do not meet traditional criteria for historic designation. In doing so, this project focused on listening and expanding the definition of what communities care about and deem worthy of preservation.
We have to honor the people, the stories, the lived histories and the experiences, because to erase it is actually to erase not only people and whole communities and cultures out of existence, but it actually erases a core part of our fabric of the American history.
Thanks to this project, Sugar Hill's story is still unfolding. It reminds us that preservation isn't just about buildings, it's about honoring the communities whose voices shape our shared history.